Hi people, I'm sitting here with Albert's Bastards from Ostende. Can you give some impressions of the concert of today and also of the organization?
Well, yeah, the concert was a lot of fun. We always have fun on stage. The crowd was really energetic. They were really responsive. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Uh, yeah, it was fun. It's always it always is if we play. Yeah, we need a lot of response from the audience, and yeah, we gave 110%. So yeah, it was great.
And it was for a great cause, for helping the homeless and the poor. That's really necessary because we're members of the poor. Yeah, it's a great organization, and we hope we manage to help them gather some money.
Can you give a short biography of the band and also like direct influences and indirect influences? Like direct influences like similar bands that gives inspiration, indirect influences like something that happened or a movie or a comic or something.
Well, you actually got the right two guys here because we actually formed the band together.
Yeah.
We used to play in a thrash metal band together a few years ago, and yeah, after a while, we both ended up leaving that band and decided we wanted to do something different. I had a bunch of old songs hanging around, and we got together with Tim's twin brother Tom, but he had to leave because he wanted to be a responsible adult. And yeah, we put an ad in on the internet, and we found two much younger and absolutely crazy guys to come play with us. Our influences, well, right now I'm currently the main songwriter. Mostly the music and the lyrics come from me, and my biggest influence has always been AC/DC. Always has been, probably always will be.
Big AC/DC fan.
Yeah. Even though I've never actually seen them live. But what a lot of people might not know is I'm also quite a big metal fan, and Arch Enemy is actually an influence of mine. It's subtle. But yeah, I listen to a lot of death metal and classic heavy metal, and that will have an influence on what I write.
Yeah. Yeah, well, as you write the music, it's your influence, eh? But I'm influenced by all kinds of metal subgenres, classic heavy metal, thrash metal, death metal, black metal. I love it all. So, and I try to integrate it all in my playing. So, and that makes more variety in the music also. So that's my aim of doing that thing behind my drum kit.
Then a question I suppose you get often asked. Can you explain the band name? What's behind it? Why you choose it? Some special reasons you have this band name?
Okay, first of all, I want to say definitively it has nothing to do with politics. We're not against the Kings, we're not for the Kings. It's got really nothing to do with that. Is a few years ago, King Albert II got accused of having an illegitimate daughter. I thought that was funny as hell. And my wife happened to say, well, she's probably not the only one. And I thought to myself, Albert's Bastards, that would be a great name for a band. And as the years went by, that kind of stayed in the back of my mind. And when me and Tim got together to form a new group, and when Kevin and Frey joined us, we were looking for a band name, and I suggested, like, one at Albert's Bastards, and Kevin found it funny as hell. And that's how it is. It's just a joke. That's it.
Maybe some update. I don't know if some of you were at Alcatraz Fest this year because I saw Rose Tattoo, and Rose Tattoo is quite also like a band that have some similarities to your kind of style. So, what do you think of Rose Tattoo? Is this also like some kind of influence?
Not for me personally, because I was never a fan of Rose Tattoo. I only heard of them a couple of years ago, actually. But everybody says that we sound a lot like Rose Tattoo, and that I personally sound like Angry Anderson. or Bon Scott, or but I have listened to some of their music since we've been compared to them, and I think they're really cool. Especially "Nice Boys Don't Play Rock and Roll." That's a cool song.
Yeah, well, it's not an influence for me either. I'm not a real Rose Tattoo fan. Only know a couple of songs. But yeah, I like what they do, but it's not my cup of tea. So, yeah, I respect them. Yeah.
So now the most difficult question. Suppose you're on a desert island, you don't have internet, you don't have radio, you don't have television, you don't have some fucking smartphones, only a record player or a CD player, each one of you. Which three albums each one of you would take with you to listen to?
Okay, so no internet, no phones, no TV. So you mean heaven? Three albums: Blow Up Your Video by AC/DC, Tyrants by Arch Enemy, and a classic like Stained Class from Judas Priest.
Nice ones. It's a very difficult question indeed. I would say an album from Green Carnation, because that's one of my all-time favorite bands. Like favorite album is Light of Day, Day of Darkness. I would take that with me for sure. And then I'll say, yeah, there are so many good albums. Let's say one of AC/DC also, like Highway to Hell or something, a classic, an old one. And then another all-time classic is Raining Blood from Slayer. That's one I also like very much. So I think those are the three albums I'll take with me.
To close the interview, I thank you for the interview so far, but maybe you have some special message to us, like something important that's gonna happen with the band, some special recording that is coming out, or like a video clip, or whatever, what recording.
Well, in July, we released our very first professionally done video clip for the song King Size, which is the single off of our new album coming out November 16th. Big party in Ostende in the Grote Post. Be there. It's going to be fucking wild. And Mindwolf and Breelers are going to be supporting us. It's just going to be a big fucking party.
I thank you very much for the interview. Give the people some horns and